In football, every once in a while, a player emerges who seems destined for greatness. A player who, from an early age, carries a spark of brilliance, someone who doesn't just play the game, but dominates it. Vicky Lopez is one of those players. From her early days playing on the streets of Madrid to becoming one of the most exciting young prospects at Barcelona, this is her journey. Vicky Lopez was born in Madrid, Spain in 2006 to a Nigerian mother and a Spanish father. From the moment she could walk, football was a part of her life. She started out playing with her older brother and the neighborhood kids, often being the only girl on the pitch, but that never slowed her down. If anything, it made her tougher. Her skills quickly caught attention, and by the time she was 11 years old, she was already considered one of the most promising young players in Madrid. But sometimes, opportunities come in the most unexpected ways. One summer, while playing casual football on the beach, a professional footballer named Alba Melado, who was playing for Madrid at the time, noticed her, and it wasn't the first time they had met. Melado had previously convinced her to join the team, but to no avail. But upon the second attempt, she gave in. And Vicky wasn't just playing on the beach, she was dominating. Her footwork, her vision, and the way she moved, it was all far beyond her years. That encounter would eventually change everything. Madrid invited her for trials, and just like that, she was in one of the top women football academies in Spain. It was here that her talent exploded. At just 14 years old, she scored 60 goals in 17 games. Yes, you heard that right. That's an average of over 3.5 goals per match. Her rapid rise saw her promoted to Madrid's first team by the age of 15, and on September 5th, 2021, she made history by becoming the youngest player to ever debut in Spain's top women's division, Liga F. That moment was huge not just for her, but for women's football. It showed that a new generation of young stars was ready to take over the game, but what made Vicky truly special wasn't just her stats, it was her mentality. Behind all the success, Vicky faced a deep personal tragedy. At the very young age of 12, she lost her mother to a brain tumor, and it was an incredibly difficult moment. And for a young girl still trying to understand life, football became her escape. She has often spoken about how she plays in her mother's memory, dedicating every goal, every win, and every success to her. That type of emotional drive is something that separates good players from truly great ones. With her talent undeniable, it was only a matter of time before one of the biggest clubs in Europe came knocking. And on her 16th birthday, Vicky Lopez signed with Barcelona. Moving to Barcelona, the best team in the world, meant stepping into a whole new level of football. Barca has dominated European football, and for a young talent like Vicky, this was the perfect place to develop, grow, and shine. But she didn't just join and wait for a chance, she made history again. At just 16 years old, Vicky became the youngest player to ever appear in a Clásico and score in that game. She also became the youngest Barcelona player to feature in the Champions League, and that's honestly insane. To be trusted by one of the best teams in the world at such a young age says everything about her talent and her style of play. Her style of play, a mix of creativity, technical brilliance, and composure beyond her years, makes her one of the most exciting young players in the game today. And Vicky wasn't just making waves at the club level, on the international level, she was just as dominant for Spain. In 2022, she led Spain to a victory in the Under-17 World Cup, where she was awarded the Golden Ball for the best player in the tournament. And 2 years after, she was awarded the Golden Girl, the best Under-21 women's player for 2024. And it was a testament to an amazing season where she finished with 9 goals and 6 assists. One thing is for sure, women's football has a new superstar in the making, and starting her career so young, there's no telling how great the heights she will climb are. With idols like Neymar and Oshuala, another phenomenal talent from Nigeria, she's an inspiration to young girls around the globe, and we'll be keeping close tabs on her rise to stardom. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Vicky Lopez's journey, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more football stories. Who should we cover next? Let us know in the comments below.